So we need to become an infinite potential creator. And how to become it? We need to lose our identity behind. We need to leave behind everything we know. And it doesn't mean that we need to change our whole life. But what it means that for a moment in a day, we need to take time for ourselves where we will leave everything we know behind. And we will get so deep into our, let's say, trance state in our mind that we will not be aware anymore about who we are, where we are, what we know, what we want, but we will just be an awareness. And at that moment, we are in contact with all possibilities. We are in contact with all potentials. And at that moment, if we have clear intention, we will become it. And because we are not attached to anything we know anymore at that moment, when we will get clear intention, as soon as we will think about that clear intention, we will also feel it emotionally. That's because we are not attached anymore into everything known in our environment, anything known about our identity. At that moment, it will be easy like that to feel our potential reality, our whatever kind of potential from our future. So that's where we are in the quantum field. That's how to get into that quantum field. Or it sounds kind of weird if we say getting into the quantum field, if we are actually an expression of the quantum field. But when we become so memorized or so like identified with the whole ideas about who we are, where we are, how old we are, what we are doing, we become so attached to those ideas that we think it's not possible to change. But even when we become aware that it is possible to change and how to change, it's still hard to change because we are so attached to those known emotional states. So that's why for some people it is so hard to meditate, because they can't even turn off the thoughts. But longer we are in that process of identification, harder it is to break that process, to stop for a moment and to stop thinking. So what we can do, we can start practicing meditation. Meditation is the best possible tool to get into that present moment. Present moment is where we are not an identity anymore. We are not who we are, like who we think we are, where we are. We are not attached to our environment anymore. And if meditation or the present moment is the best way to get there, then we need to just practice it. After some time, this practice will become more familiar to us. We will get better at it. It will be easier to become present. And at some point, we will learn that creating, from infinite potentials is truly easy. It truly is, clear intention and emotional expression of already having that clear intention is bridging us with our potential future. Like in previous video we were talking about it. So if clear intention and emotional expression, so feeling as we already are there, as we already have it, is bridging us with that potential future, it means that now we just need to walk on that bridge of getting there, and through time it will manifest in our reality, so in the space where we are. And like I mentioned in the previous video, it can all happen effortlessly. So if we are doing that work, it means that we don't need to change anything physically to get there. It's possible. But sometimes it can be hard when we are in our environment and we can't raise our energy because of certain events, because of certain things which reminds us of what we need to do. For example, paying bills if we want to manifest money. So it also depends how easy for you it is to stay motivated. If you are a person that it's hard to stay motivated, then you need even more inspiration. You need to find even more inspiration around you to stay motivated. Because I can say from my personal experiences, I'm the kind of a person that when I decided to do something, I will do it, I will stay motivated. And when I will lose motivation, I will always go to search people who already have it. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm staying motivated for anything that I'm doing. And because of that, I was able to change many things. I was like, for everything that I wrote down about money, about where I'm living, about my creative studio, everything happened, everything came true, and I was not like so much physically working on that. Especially not from the home, for the home, like I mentioned in the previous video. And also my art studio happened the same way. I wanted to have my art studio because of the place where we are living with my girlfriend is not enough space to have my studio and to store my all paintings that I have created. So I wanted to have a studio where I will be able to create, to have my space for creating. And soon after I started thinking about it, I found out an offer for it was like for office, and I went to check it out. I liked it, I liked the energy in the space. So I rented it, and the price was really good. Everything went so great that I said, okay, that's it, that's meant for me, that's what I have designed. And because of that, I want to share those informations, because I know it's possible. And I know it's possible for you as well, because there is no difference between you and me, and between everyone who's already created something like that. There are some different thoughts that are running through our minds because we are attaching ourselves to different informations, but we all can do it. We are all built up out of atoms. If we go to quantum physics, atoms are like, conscious observer is actually structuring the atoms or redesigning the atoms. So what you will put into your mind as a clear intention, and when you as the consciousness, you as the conscious observer, not your body, not your identity, but you as the conscious observer, I mean you, the one who is listening this, you as the conscious observer is looking at that clear intention in a form of a vision in your mind. You are redesigning the atoms which will manifest into matter. That's what we are doing when we are talking about manifestation. So now you know it's all possible. It's possible for you. Yes, once again, it's possible for you, and you will get there. If you will not quit, and if you will not be distracted by so many things and problems, so-called problems in our environment. So don't worry about it. Life is testing us many times, because in the hard moments we actually find out our true power. And I want to say that because when we are not looking for happiness when we are happy, but when we are sad, firstly we are like a victim, we are victimizing ourselves, but at some point we start searching for happiness. And only when we start searching for happiness we can find happiness. We can't find happiness in victimization mindset. So for people who are happy, the the meaning of that is that they went through hard times. And if you are at some hard times right now, it means that happiness is in front of you, but it is waiting until you will start looking for it. I hope you can understand it, because like there is no light without darkness, and there is no darkness without light. And if you want to be happy, you need to go through hard times to find happiness. And that's it. If you want to be rich, you need to be poor to find out what being rich truly means. You know, everything is the same. So this is it for today. I'm sending you all blessings and love. Have a beautiful time, and see you soon. Namaste.